Okay, hello and welcome back. Edward here. So in this section, I'm going to be talking about tracking your links. Okay, so in here where it says tracker, you got link tracker, and you see where my mouse is. We're going to be talking about tracking links. We're going to be talking about rotators, and we're going to be talking about Adbars. Okay, bearing in mind, guys, there's a lot of help and tutorials right within this section. So I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. And you're going to be able to decide from this video whether this is a good tool to use or not. But you can do further reading with the various tutorials that are already within this section. You can also mouse over the sections here to read a little bit more about the various aspects. So yeah, what do we mean by tracking links? Now, before I get started with specifically with the tracking links section here, any page that you create within LeadSleep anyway has also a lot of built-in link tracking tools within the pages. So personally, I don't use these tracking link trackers myself. Not a huge amount. I mean, I've got some links that I have been tracking in the past, but I prefer just to a lot of what I do is I build pages within LeadSleep anyway, and it's already got built-in tracking tools within the page manager, and we'll get to the training in there anyway, so don't worry about it. But for now, let me just touch on what the link tracker is. Now, you can easily set up a link tracker with an external domain or a URL that you are tracking that is not part of LeadSleep. Or maybe it's a website that you are promoting, or an affiliate program, or any company or network marketing company that you are promoting. You might want to just track the links that are going on. There's a certain amount of tracking that can be potentially done with this section, but let me just explain. So if you want to track a link, what are we going to be able to track first of all? Well, we're going to be able to track the hits. We're going to be able to track where those hits have come from. So if you're advertising on certain platforms like Facebook or solo ads, you can set it up so that it's going to track how those leads that are coming in from that traffic source are going to be performing on your various links. So what you do is you click here, you add a new tracking link. Okay, you put the URL to your link. It could be an external URL. Just read the information here. An external URL or a platform that you're promoting, or whatever. Okay, so put in a URL. I'm not going to do one for now, but I've already got some here to show you. And then you'll have your links that you're tracking in the section here. Now I've put an affiliate URL here. Okay. And sorry, the affiliate name of the company in this case is Second Splash, and I've got the URL right in here. Okay, it's an affiliate URL. Don't worry about the URL specifically. You could be promoting anything. You can also click here to read this information. Now, this little checkbox, this might confuse a lot of people. Now, it says here, disable cloaking. Now, in the past, cloaking was a popular thing. What it basically means is that if you want to hide the affiliate URL from visitors, I personally don't think there's any need to do that. What it technically does is it puts your entire website into a sort of iframe. Okay, so your website is within a frame. Okay, and then they're not going to be able to see your URL to your website. People have their reasons, but I personally wouldn't do that. And nowadays, I think on the whole, a lot of companies will not be able to allow you to do that. And there are certain security issues that they actually mention here as well. So nowadays, I mean, if you're confused about this, I would just check this, okay, so that you don't want to you want to disable the cloaking, okay? So what will then happen is when you're given a link like up here, what it will do is it'll perform a kind of a redirect instead. It won't mask, it won't hide your URL. It's not going to mask it. It's going to redirect it to the original website that you're promoting. Okay, and then therefore there's going to be sort of limitations as to what you're going to be able to track. But I think you've got enough tracking tools. That's the reason why I don't generally use these so much. is because I know it is confusing, a bit overwhelming. So like I say, if you're confused, just check this and disable the cloaking. Because the other thing is that if you're promoting affiliate links, sometimes the link structure can be broken and you could end up losing that sign up. So that, you could end up, sending that lead directly to the admin of that particular program you're promoting. Now, you can also have an option of disabled reel tracking. Okay, it'll give you some information about that. So, but by default, reel tracking is enabled for uncloaked links. Reel tracking is for uncloaked links is done by detecting 1 second of a visitor. So it's I mean, there's information about that. It's up to you if you track it or not. You can disable that as well. There's going to be enough information allowing you to track whatever you need. If you're a pro member, you can put in a custom link there, and so you can put your private domain optional if you want, if you're a pro member, and you can tag. You can set up some tags here if you want to categorize, your links. If you have a lot of links in here, you can use the bar down here just to filter out which links you're tracking. But I realize for some people, this disabling the cloaking and the disabling of whether you want reel tracking or not might be confusing, but there's a lot of information you can. So can my URL be cloaked? You can click here and you can check to see if your page is cloaked. So if you see the page as it should be, and it's definitely your page, and you can see, everything looks fine. Yes, you can check this and say, I see my website. Okay, check that. Great, the URL can be cloaked. So there's a nice little tool there. It says yes, your URL can be cloaked. Therefore, you can uncheck that. And what that basically means. Hold on a minute. Yeah, make sure that everything is on. Yeah, so uncheck that, and then you can use that section. So that'll be fine. Now, a few other little advanced features. They say browser title. This is what they will see when they click the link in the browser window. So right at the top, on the top of the browser bar, they will see the title of the of the page. Okay, so that's useful. So make it kind of descriptive. Now, there's also a teaser option. What this means is anything you write here will be displayed for a period of time before they access the page. Okay, it's like you could do a quick ad or something like that. Anything you like. You can just do a little preview of like an ad if you want to, and you can allow it to view for 3 seconds before it redirects to your affiliate link. I personally don't use this section at all, not really. And the other thing you can do is you can insert an ad bar. We're going to talk about ad bars later on, okay? But it's up to you. I've got a few ad bars that I use. This is basically an advertising bar that you can put in at the top. So, for example, put something like that in there, okay, and then a little advertising bar for that particular offer that you've created within this section down below here will be added to the top of your page, which is quite nice. It's quite handy. Check it out. Do a little test, and you'll see what I mean. If you have any pop-ups, you can create pop-ups using the section down here. Okay, which we'll talk about later in another video, but it allows you to put in an existing pop-up that you've created. And you can insert any pop-up you want. So, for example, let me put in. Okay, let me put in that. Okay, so I've already created a pop-up. I'm going to have a pop-up. So, you could have an external link with an ad bar in there plus a pop-up. It just has that little fancy customization of a page that is not part of Lead Sleep, or it could be it could be an external link or whatever, but include your various little things here, like an ad bar and a pop-up, which is quite cool. You can monetize. It tells you a little bit about how to monetize by yes, show an ad after 10 seconds, or no, or private. Okay, so if if you want to earn credits from displaying other people's ads in the system. You can put in a footer tab position. Okay, what this basically means is you can decide where to place the footer tab. It will also be positioned, the position of the ad, if you enable monetizing. So yeah, this is basically positioning of your ad, where you want it, left or right, and you can also have it responsive or not. Basically means whether your users are mostly using mobile devices, then you want to put responsive to on, but by default it's set to off. Or if you want any fixed specific heights of your of how it looks, you can put that there to fix for specific iOS incompatibility. Again, mouse over the question mark to understand what that means, but you can leave that blank. Okay, click save. Okay, and then I'm going to just test this page. So when I click this link, okay, there's my link. This is my second splash link. Okay, this is just an external platform that I'm promoting. But you see right at the top here, you can actually see. Also, if I just move myself out of the way, you can see the ad bar. This is what the ad bar looks like. And there's the pop-up. Okay, remember I created a pop-up. Again, you can create these kind of pop-ups within Lead Sleep, so that opens up when they try to exit the page. Notice how I did that. Let me just refresh the page again. So the page loads, and then when I try to exit this page, notice my mouse. Okay, when I exit the page, the pop-up window. This is what we call an exit pop-up. So if your user or your lead tries to exit the page, and in other words, if they're going to close the browser, a pop-up pops up and says, "Hold on, this offer ends in 1 hour." So if they click here, they go to whatever link you want them to go to. This ad bar is what that looks like, and you can put in any link or whatever up here, and it'll put your profile picture of your Lead Sleep in there, and so on. And this is the advertising section. I chose to have it over there on the left, but the user can close that. But if people click on any ads here, then you'll earn a little small amount of money. Okay, so yeah, that's how that works. Now let me just continue on and talk about Rotators. Rotators works in a similar sort of way. The way you set it up, you just simply add a rotator, but the difference is that you can do all the tracking and everything, but by adding a rotator, you're able to, add in multiple URLs. Okay, so first of all, you need to add a campaign. Okay, so it'll ask you simple questions about the campaign, like give it a name and stuff, and you can add tracking links, which we've already just discussed. If you've already created tracking links, or you can add a page from within, any of the page manager over here. If you created pages, you can add in a rotator. So you can have lots of links in here, and then one link that you promote, and when the users come to the link, or the visitors go to the link, they're going to be rotated from one link to the other. So when you get one hit, it'll rotate, and then the next time you get a hit, it's going to go to the next link. And when the next time you get a hit, it's going to go to the next link in the list. It's going to just simply rotate to all the links in the list. You've got some settings there, such as the name of the rotator, the URL. If you want to use a domain, that's optional. And then again, tags. Okay, but this is a good feature that you'll be able to use if you want to share the traffic with members in your team. So if you've got people in your own downline in a particular company you're promoting, and you want to collect all their URLs, and you yourself have purchased some traffic or whatever, then you can share the traffic with all the members of your team. Or you can do some kind of co-op where all the members put in a little bit of amount of money, and then you manage it, and then you send the traffic or whatever, or you're all sending traffic to each other. That's another way to do it. Okay, so that's up to you. Now, next, let's look at Adbars. So Adbars is also a great thing. You just saw an example of an ad bar with the kind of the red top, the red bar at the top of the page with your profile picture and an ad. So what you do is you basically click here. So obviously you need to add a new bar in the first place if you've got nothing in there. And then once you've created an ad bar, okay, so create one. and it'll ask you a question, the name of the ad bar, for example, I don't know, live good promo or whatever, and then put the URL that you want in there, full URL to where you want them to click, and then the advertising text. The one that you recently saw was this one. Okay, this is the name of the ad. Okay, and this is the URL that I want them to go to. It's my Live Good tour page, and then it's quick, grab your top spot in the power line. Okay, and then you can choose whether you want a kind of your profile picture or arrow or whatever, and then a countdown, so that it animates and closes after the countdown. So it gives them a sense of urgency. Okay, so that's how the ad bar looks. Let me just show you again as to what the ad bar actually looks like. Notice at the top, this is the ad bar. It's got my picture there. It's got limited offer, download all my, actually that's a different ad bar. The one I showed you was different. Let me just show that again. I'm going to edit the ad bar and show you this ad bar. Okay, let me just choose that one. Yep. Okay, so now I've saved it, and then I'm going to go back to that page and just show you. Okay, so there it is. This time it doesn't have my profile picture. Instead, I've chosen to have an arrow. Okay, and then a quick grab your top spot in the power line. It closes in this countdown timer. It'll close, so they've got urgency, and then it closes. But you can switch off that timer countdown. It's no problem. So that's how that works. That's pretty cool. Now, next. So we've done all that. So that section is all covered. The tracking links, the rotator, and the ad bar. You can also click the tutorial at the top here on any of these pages, and it all pops out on the side here, on the left-hand side, and you can even search for ad bar or whatever, and it'll come up with specifics about that topic that you want. But it's all, what can the tracker track? Okay, how does the tracker differentiate clicks from real visitors, and so on. So you've got a lot of topics here that will teach you everything you need to know about this section. All right, thanks for watching, guys. That's the end of that video. See you in the next training. Bye for now.